Hello from San Antonio, this is SIREN Tarot. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. How does he see you? How does she see you? This reading is timeless, and for this reading there are 4 different options. This is option 1. This is option 2. This is option 3. And this is Cuatro, option 4. As always, timestamps will be provided. Think of your person of interest and make your selection. If you chose the first crystal, here is your reading. I ran out of nails. These are spares. So don't scrutinize my nails too hard. Maybe don't watch the video, just listen. That might be a more pleasant experience for you. Okay, how does this person see you? Siete de Espadas, 7 of Swords. Rey de Bastos, King of Wands. El Sumo Sacerdote, Hierophant. The Lovers, Las Enamorados. For a while now, that's how I've been saying it. The Lovers, Las Enamorados. I don't know why. It just feels good. Oh, oops. My glasses are smudged. King of Swords, Rey de Espadas. That is rare that 2 signifiers show up together like that, especially 2 of the same, like 2 kings. And then the Page of Swords, Sota de Espadas. Cinco de Oros, 5 Pentacles, Tres de Espadas, 3 of Swords, and Strength, La Fuerza. Okay, regardless of your gender, we're talking about energy here. This person sees you as someone who is extremely masculine. And by masculine, I mean you're logical, you're detached, you're not in your feelings, not especially emotional or intuitive. You don't obsess over relationships or what people think about you. You're very driven. You're very goal-oriented. You're confident, maybe arrogant. You're assertive. You're very clear and direct with your communication. I'm seeing total confidence for pile 1. You could be a business owner. You could be a neurosurgeon, some kind of doctor, some kind of lawyer. When you were in school, you probably got really good grades. You may have your master's degree, your doctorate, a lot of education, a lot of money. You're probably pretty successful, and You're not into baby talk. You're not into terms of endearment. You're not warm. You come across cold. But this turns your person of interest on. You're not like anyone they've ever known. You stand out. And this is not about your looks. I've done at least one reading. It was a few months ago. What do people think of your looks? I don't do those kind of readings too often because I find them quite boring. I'm more interested in someone's mind, someone's personality, someone's energy, and your energy is very strong. So this is not about your hair color, your hair length, your body, your eyes, your ethnicity. When you're reading for a global audience, you have to be careful with that, describing someone's looks. I think that's my opinion, but this is not about your looks. This is about your energy, and your energy is very strong. If you chose pile 1, you could have Sun in Gemini, Sagittarius rising, Moon in Leo. You probably have a lot of air and fire in your natal chart because those are masculine. If you have Sun in Gemini, you might have Mercury in Taurus. Mercury's always in the same sign as your Sun or the sign before or after. So you're stubborn, you're very set in your ways, you don't follow trends, you don't worry about how you're going to be perceived on social media. You're very straightforward, very matter of fact. And this person does find you very fascinating and sexually appealing. That is what I see for pile 1. I hope that helps, entertains, educates, elucidates. I am always available for private readings. All the info's in the box. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out. And if you chose pile 2, don't look at my nails. This might be more enjoyable as an audio experience as opposed to a visual experience. Just listen to this reading while you're doing something else. Maybe these are spare nails. Just a little self-adhesive nails that I picked up at Spirit. Okay. Dos de copas, 2 of cups. 5 de oros, 5 of pentacles. And los amantes, los enamorados, the lovers. Four of Wands, Cuatro de Bastos, 8 of Cups, Ocho de Copas, Queen of Rods, Queen of Wands, Reina de Bastos. This may be the pile where my growling stomach becomes audible. I don't know. 5:02 p.m. San Antonio, Texas. Just woke up, haven't eaten anything. Timeless reading, but as I record this, we're at the beginning of Libra season 2023. These transits have been kicking my ass. At least when Venus in Leo, which is my 12th house, goes into Virgo, my first house, October 8th, there will be some relief with that when Venus changes. Okay. Tres de Espadas, 3 of Swords, El Ermitaño, Hermit, and El Sol, the Sun, the most positive card in the deck. Okay, they see you as someone who is complicated as hell, multifaceted, unpredictable. You can't be shoved into a box. You can't be assigned one category. You're not one note. You're dynamic. You have a very strong presence, a strong personality, but you're an introvert. You're not a social butterfly. You're not all over social media. You keep your cards close to your chest. You have a few close friendships that you've invested in. You're not just talking to a lot of different people. You don't collect friends. Your friend circle is very selective. You're very careful who you allow into your inner circle. And you're a deep thinker. You're probably pretty dedicated to whatever spiritual path you're on. You meditate, you do yoga, Reiki, and it's almost contradictory because you're private, you take your spirituality seriously, but I can see you having a YouTube channel, and I don't mean a mukbang channel where you're eating Taco Bell and Wendy's and Burger King on camera, but you could have a tarot channel. You could be a reader. If you are a reader, if you have a tarot channel, you're probably not the kind of reader who's always on camera, showing your face, doing daily live streams. You know, you're not an extroverted reader like Tyler's tarot. You may just show your hands on camera. But I can see you with a crystal collection. I can see you going on spiritual retreats. Maybe you've gone to Costa Rica and you've swigged ayahuasca with a shaman. Maybe you've had an NDE. And I can see you with books. You probably have a lot of books and a lot of tarot decks, a lot of crystals. And there's probably a certain necklace that you wear, and you wear that necklace a lot, maybe all the time. It could be a moldavite, it could be malachite, rose quartz. Anyway, they see you as someone who is passionate and romantic. They see you as someone who doesn't fuck with casual. You're not going to be okay with a booty call type situationship, friends with benefits. You love hard, you love deep. You take your relationships very seriously. You probably have some Scorpio in your chart. So if you chose pile 2, you could have Sun in Gemini, but Scorpio rising, Moon in Virgo. And we have Leo here in the last row. Usually I call out one possible astro combo and leave it at that, but you could have prominent Leo in your chart. You could have a sun that makes a lot of aspects. You could have a lot of stuff in the 5th house, which is the house of Leo. If you have sun in Virgo, maybe you have Mercury in Leo. It's like I was saying for pile 1. Mercury is always in the same sign as your sun or the sign before or after. And it's like I was saying for pile 1, when I do these readings, I don't focus on looks. That's not interesting to me. I focus more on your personality, your mind, your overall energy. But if you chose pile 2, I can see you having gorgeous eyes and hair. This person, your person of interest, I can see them being very enamored, very attracted to you and talking to people about your eyes and your hair. You stand out. But you don't put a huge focus on your appearance. I feel like you have this quiet confidence. You're not insecure. And I don't want to get into looks too much. There's all kinds of emotions attached, but if you're a woman, I don't see you having a lot of plastic surgery or being obsessed with your weight. You're pretty low key. You accept yourself the way you are, and you expect other people to accept you the way you are. So you're pretty secure in your self-image. They could see you as the ideal marriage partner or the ideal lover. And this is about how do they see you. So I'm not going to get too deep into this, but I can see this. I can see pile 2 being third party or multiple party. There's some complication. There are complications. I'm seeing some drama for pile 2, but they may regard you as the love of their life or as the best lover of their life. I'm seeing a really strong sexual attraction for pile 2. They feel that they can trust you. If this is third party, if the communication is covert, they know they can trust you. You're not going to tell your business all over social media. You keep things on the down low. So yeah, that's what I see for pile 2. I hope that helps, entertains, educates, elucidates. I am always available for private readings. All the information is included in each and every description box. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And if you chose tres, pile 3, how do they see you? Oh, this is going to be short. Looking at the time, it's not even 17 minutes yet. Cool. I like to keep my readings pretty short. El Diablo, the devil. Reina de Copas, Queen of Cups. El Sol, the sun, the most positive card in the deck. Uno más. Ooh, Ace of Cups, As de Copas. Cool, El Loco. And the Nine of Wands. Maybe the Bastos. Okay, I'm seeing some axes. What's the plural for axis? Axes, I don't know. Whenever I see an axis, I see a strong sexual attraction. So I didn't learn this in any book. No one told me this, but I do associate the Ace of Cups with Cancer because Ace is the beginning and Cancer is the first water sign in the water trinity. So we have one axis here, Capricorn, the devil is Capricorn, and Ace of Cups, Cancer. And then we have the full Aquarius and the sun, Leo. So strong sexual attraction. This is someone who has known you for years. And this person may believe, maybe you both believe, that you were together in at least one previous incarnation. You were together in a previous life. So there is some karma here. Use whatever label you want to assign to this, but this person could see you as a soulmate, twin flame, someone they have a lot of karmic history with, someone they have a spiritual connection with. Cuatro de Oros, Four of Pentacles. There is a strong attachment for pile 3. La Estrella, the star, and the Bastos, Seven of Wands. Okay, so I'm seeing probably a really intense on-again, off-again connection for pile 3, but that's not what I'm looking at. I'm looking at how do they see you. Don't look at my nails. These are spare nails. I ran out. So, yeah. Strong attraction, probably a spiritual connection. So this is not status quo. This is not someone you just had sex with a few times. This is not a Tinder hookup. There's nothing casual about pile 3. This is deep. You may have met on social media. There may be distance. You could be on different continents. You could be in Tokyo. I always use Tokyo as an example. My geographical knowledge is pretty limited, but your person of interest could be in Tokyo. You could be in London, or you could be in Sydney. They could be in Seattle. One more example. You could be in Barcelona. Your person of interest could be in Paris. Okay, so I'm seeing distance. And I'm seeing mental telepathy, meeting up on the astral plane, having wild, blissful astral sex. And if you chose pile 3, you've probably had sex in person in the so-called 3D at least once. I see substance here. I see history. Okay. They see you as someone who is dangerous, someone who is tempting, someone who is sexy as hell. I can see you inciting jealousy, maybe envy in this person. You probably have a really strong social media presence. You could be an influencer. You could have a platform. You could have a YouTube channel or channels. You have a lot of admirers. You have a lot of fans. And so this person gets jealous, and they always wonder, just picking this up, they're always wondering if you're interested in someone else. So I definitely see jealousy for pile 3. This person's insecure. They feel like the two of you are an uneven, imbalanced match. They feel like you have a lot more going for you than they have for them. They're not online. I mean, you could Google this person and you wouldn't find much. But if you Google you get all kinds of hits. I'm thinking of myself. You can Google my name and that will keep you occupied for a couple of hours. I've been posting a lot to my Chupacabra Disco blog lately. I've been published on almost every continent. I've got a book coming out on Roadside Press in October, Clown Gravy, a collection of short stories. My novel, Bullshit Rodeos, in its second printing at Amazon. So if you want to dig up dirt on me, you can have a lot of fun with that, because I've left no stone unturned. And maybe you're similar to me. Maybe you've written some books. Again, to repeat myself, maybe you have a YouTube channel or channels. And there are probably a few different things that you're interested in. You could be interested in art, literature, music. You're intensely creative. And this person wonders how you do what you do. I can't believe you created that. Wow, you wrote that book. Wow, you created that painting, that collage. They're in awe of you. They're in awe, but there is some jealousy and insecurities. They wonder how you know what you know. So you could be psychic. You could be a medium. Maybe you inspired this person to go deeper on their spiritual path. You inspired them to look up Dolores Cannon or NDEs. And they're just endlessly amazed by you. Hearing that song from the 90s, She's So High Above Me. She's so high. I hate that song, but yeah. She calls to speak to me. I freeze immediately because what she says so unreal. Yeah. I can see this person talking to friends and family saying, I don't know how she or he does what they do. They continue to blow my fucking mind. How did you know that? I'm thinking of a Scorpio friend. My Scorpio friend let me know a few years ago that a mutual friend, he was a lot closer to this person than I was, but a mutual friend had died, and he asked me, I don't know what the context was, but we both have moon in Virgo, so we're weird. He said, do you know what his last meal was? And I said, yeah, Cheetos. He said, oh my fucking God, how did you know that? So yeah, you're probably psychic or really intuitive if you chose pile 3. I don't know if I'm psychic or not. It was probably a lucky guess. I'm always doubting my psychic abilities, but you have visibility, and you're not clingy. You're very independent. You're not insecure. You're not always fishing for compliments. You're not asking this person, what do you think of me? Or what did you think of that selfie? Or what did you think of that post at Instagram or whatever? You're not always asking for confirmation. You're very secure in yourself. You know what you're doing. You have confidence. Did I call out a possible astro combo? I don't think I did. Okay. If you chose pile 3, you could have Sun in Aquarius, Leo rising, Moon in Sagittarius. I don't think I did this for the other piles, but your person of interest could have Sun in Capricorn, Cancer rising, Moon in Taurus. I feel like your energy is more masculine than theirs. You have more fire and air. They have more earth and water. But yeah, and you probably have a significant conjunction in your synastry, like Sun conjunct Moon. I definitely see mental telepathy for pile 3. So yeah, that's what is up. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And if you chose Quattro, pile 4, how do they see you? The blazing sword of truth, As de Espadas, Ace of Swords, El Carro, the Chariot, and Tres de Copas, 3 of Cups. Seeing Gemini and Cancer for obvious reasons. Well, the Chariot is a Cancer card. I associate Ace of Swords with Gemini because Ace is the beginning and Gemini is the first air sign in the air trinity, and I just always think of Cancer when I see 3 of Cups. I will call out a possible astral combo for those who chose pile 4 when I get all the cards on the table. Uno más. What's on this card? That bothers me. That doesn't look good. Was that on purpose? Because that's not a good artistic choice if that was on purpose. No, it's a smudge. Okay, yeah, here we go. The moon, La Luna. The moon is actually not a Cancer card. I've heard other readers say that's a Cancer card. It's a Pisces card, but yes, the moon does roll Cancer. 8 of Cups, Ocho de Copas, Page of Pentacles, Sota de Oros. The World, El Mundo, the Fixed Modality. That's going to come off soon. I got these. These are spare nails. I lost the others, throw them in the trash. I got these on a whim, standing in line at Spirit. Spirit should be open year-round. Halloween should be year-round. No, it shouldn't be celebrated year-round, but Spirit should be open year-round. 20 wigs are never enough. La Templanza, Temperance. And there's the Bastos, 10 of Wands. Okay. I will be blunt. Trigger warning. I think people assume if you're watching a reading, how does he see you? How do they see you? How does she see you? You're going to get flattered. You're going to get your ego stroked. Not necessarily, not at this channel. Entertainment purposes, grain of salt, I'm reading for a global audience. I'm not trying to deflate anyone's ego here, but this is all in the spirit of fun and absurdity. There's no gravitas attached to this, okay? I don't know you. I don't know the people who are watching these videos. I just know the cards. Your person of interest could see you as someone who is quite boring. You are a stick in the mud. You're very conservative. You don't take risk. You tend to get stuck in ruts. You could be living in the same town you were born in or the same area, the same vicinity that you grew up in. So you've never ventured far from your home turf. You like to stay in the comfort zone. If you're a woman, you may be comfortable in a traditional role. You know, you want to be a wife, a mother, you want to take care of the people around you. You're very intent on relationships. There could be some codependency for pile 4. You get hung up on your relationships. If your relationships are not going that well, if you're fighting with someone, if you're in conflict with your sister or your mom or your lover, it just wrecks your whole world. So I'm getting strong Cancer vibes for pile 4. You could have Sun in Cancer, Taurus rising, Moon in Pisces. You're quiet. You may be timid. You may be shy. Probably an introvert. If you chose pile 4, you are probably a conservative introvert. And by conservative, I'm not talking about politics, American politics, because how boring is that? I'm talking about your energy. You're conservative with your energy. You're not going to go on Twitter, X, Facebook, fuckbook, fakebook, whatever, meta. You're not going to go on social media and express your political beliefs or strong opinions on anything. You might share a recipe, share some pictures of a birthday party, and that's about as far as it goes. So you're not out there on the edge just stirring things up with your opinions and your self-expression. You're probably not that creative. You stick to the script. You just go along. You're not trying to fuck with anyone. You're not trying to trigger anyone or challenge anyone. You're just living your life. And you want your relationships to be harmonious, and it really wrecks you when things are not going right with any of your relationships. You have a few close friends. You're probably really close to your siblings, cousins, family. It's very important to you that you make a good impression. You're aware, you're hyper aware of people's judgments. If you're a woman or a man, I guess, but I'm getting the strong feminine energy. If you're a woman, you've probably had some work done. You put a lot of effort into your physical appearance. You would never leave the house with your hair just like you fell out of bed, your hair in tangles, no makeup on. You would never go on camera wearing just a few self-adhesive Halloween nails. You take your appearance seriously, regardless if you're a man or a woman. But again, strong feminine energy for pile 4. They see you as someone who is insecure. They could see you as someone who is clingy. So if you're in the kind of connection relationship where there's not consistent communication, it's pretty sporadic. If there's been some ambivalence, some hot and cold. You may be the kind who, if the person has not sent you a message in a few days, a couple of weeks, you reach out to them to the point that it gets on their nerves. You say things like, just checking in, are you still alive? And you're very insistent on, I don't know, this person having some kind of integrity with their communication. And if they don't have integrity with their communication, it's crazy making for you, and you react and you respond. You don't let it go. It's very hard for you to detach. So I'm just seeing someone who's very immersed in the so-called 3D. It's hard for you to understand that this reality is not all that there is. You react, you respond, you take things very, very seriously. It's hard for you to let go and let God, basically. That's what I'm seeing for pile 4. So yeah. I'm hearing this person say, I wish you would just relax. You care too much, you try too hard. That may be a wake-up call for a few people. I don't know, but that's what I'm getting from these cards. That's what I see, that's what I have. And that does conclude this pick a card reading. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. Sending you all massive love and light from San Antonio.